I'm Tim Laird with Kevin Harned, and it's time for another edition of Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs.
And this time we have a real local hero in Kitchen Studio who's with us today. He's turned tragedy into triumph, and he's the chef behind Super Chefs, a restaurant that's like a phoenix, rising from the ashes of a destructive fire to become better than ever.
We'll hear about that today and get the secrets to a seafood version of biscuits and gravy, along with a fried pasta dish. Plus, I have a marvel of a cocktail, the incredible Green Hull.
I can't wait for that. It all starts right now on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Welcome to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harned, coming to you this time from our home base at Bourbon Barrel Foods in the Butchertown Market. On today's show, we have an unbelievable chef. Chef Darnell Ferguson is here, the super chef himself. He's an inspiration to everyone with an incredible story of success. Darnell worked his way up to owning his own restaurant in Louisville, only to see it destroyed by fire. But like a phoenix, Super Chefs is back and better than ever. Wait until you see some of the food they're serving. We'll get to take a taste today as Chef Darnell shares the secrets to his seafood-style biscuits and gravy, plus fried pasta with Cajun shrimp. We'll get to cooking with Darnell in a minute, but first, say hello to my co-host, America's Chief Entertaining Officer, the CEO, Tim Laird.
Hello, Kevin!
Nice
Good
to see you.
Great to see you. What a great looking audience today. They are fired up. They're excited.
Here and ready to cook.
I know, and I'm excited too. I'll tell you what, this chef is just incredible. He is a super chef, by the way. So should we bring on Chef? All right, everybody, it's a great day to be in Kitchen Studio. Please meet Chef Darnell. How are you, Chef?
What's going on?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
All right, my friend.
Oh, good.
Good to see you.
I just love that. You are just full of personality, plus, and everything you're doing. Tell us about what's going on in the restaurant now.
Oh, we're busy right now. But no, everything, man, just trying to recreate our vision on food. So, you know what I'm saying? Like when we do the biscuits and gravy, you know, we wanted to do it our way. We didn't want anyone else to be able to go into a restaurant and get seafood, biscuits, and gravy like we do it.
I'll tell you, and it's so creative in what you do. And I love the decor. It starts out superheroes, and then at night it kind of changes, doesn't it?
Yeah, because we change. You know, we want to evolve, so therefore we go with superheroes during the day, and then at night we go to villains.
What a great place, and we're just so excited. We're so glad you could join us and talk about the restaurant. And tell us about the first dish.
All right, so we got our seafood, biscuits, and gravy.
Okay.
It took 5 years to come up with this dish.
Wow.
Because I don't eat biscuits and gravy. It's hard for me to cook anything I don't eat. And therefore, another thing that was my problem is I don't bake. And everything we do in the restaurant, we make from scratch. So if I don't bake, who's going to do the biscuits?
Right.
So I partnered up with Sullivan. They make my cheddar biscuit for me. I was like, okay, I can keep it local there.
Great idea.
This is like, man, let me twist this. I went on some trips, went to New Orleans. I was like, I'm going to make this like a New Orleans style biscuits and gravy. So it was like, it was levels to this dish. Like, it didn't come together in one day. It took 5 years of people begging me for biscuits and gravies in our pop-ups. We want to start off with like a classic roux, you know, the thickening agent. We're just going to start with a little butter in our pan, in our pot.
We like butter.
We do.
Yeah.
We're off to a good start.
Key to cooking it.
Look at there.
So what you want to do is let your butter melt down a little bit, and it's just equal parts butter and flour.
Okay. Every time I try to make a roux, it just comes out in a big glob of dough and goo.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I know. So how do I keep my lumps out of the roux?
Well, what you want to do is, first of all, you want to make sure that when you're doing your roux, that you actually use a wooden spoon besides a whisk, because it's just going to get into a clump on your whisk.
Oh, yeah, because this thing comes out all
yeah,
just
so you
filled
want
with
to use
everything. Okay.
you want to use a wooden spoon, and then you also want to make sure you use a cold, like for instance, we got a seafood stock right here.
Okay.
Cold stock, hot roux.
Got it.
You know, so those are the two things you want to remember.
That's the secret,
roux.
gang.
Jot that down.
I will.
So just equal parts flour and butter. Really, really simple here.
Wooden spoon. Who would have known?
So right here, you see how that roux is not clumped
Yeah,
up?
it's starting to come together, and no, not like mine at all. Look at this. It's smooth. Yeah, that's right.
It's all about the tools. You know, little things like that make it better.
Yep, and it looks like a little bit at a time, so it doesn't all go in at once.
Then what I'm gonna do is add the seafood stock right here.
Boom, that goes in.
Yep. Then I want to get my whisk out. Now it's time
now
to get the
we can
bad
bring
boy
the
out.
whisk.
Yeah.
All right, here it comes.
Now it's time to get it out. Start really good like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll see that starting to thicken up as well.
It does.
But then here comes the time we want to add a little milk in there. And you could use cream, but for me, like if I'm at home, I want to like cut my cost.
Right.
Heavy cream is twice as much as a gallon of milk.
Right.
So I use milk, and that's why I make the roux.
Great idea. Another great secret. And then also we can save on a few calories too and fat.
Yep, exactly. So you just want to whisk that for me? There you go. I'm how you do. I didn't know you want to get your hands dirty today.
Yeah, look at this.
And that's going to thicken up on you. What I'm going to do is while I was doing that, I'm going to put a little salt and pepper in it as well. And then one thing you know about biscuits and gravy is biscuits and gravy in general is never a lot of ingredients. It's usually a roux, it's usually your cream, and it's usually salt and pepper. It's usually like some thyme and herbs. It's never a lot of ingredients in a gravy. But I'm gonna add a little Cajun seasoning in this one.
Oh, nice. That was that trip to New Orleans you had down there, finding out some of the Cajun
They would be mad at me
seasonings.
because now I think I know how to cook like New Orleans.
That's great.
And everything is Cajun for me.
All right.
We use other ingredients too. Actually, you can just stop stirring out. I think it's good to go. We're just gonna let it thicken up some.
Excellent.
We got garlic shrimp.
Now, when you say garlic shrimp, it's just kind of been marinating with a little bit of garlic?
Yes.
Okay.
The garlic shrimp have just been marinating in a little bit of minced garlic. Exactly what it's been doing.
Smell that?
I do. The garlic is starting to...
Smells real good, actually. And then the other seafoods we're gonna add is we got pulled crawfish meat, we got crab meat, and I got some garlic seasoning from when we sauteed that off in garlic butter.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is great.
Then we're gonna take our crawfish meat, put it in there.
And that goes in at the end of the stage because that's already cooked, right?
Already cooked. Your crawfish meat will be already cooked, and your crab meat is already cooked.
Now you just want to get those flavors coming together with each
Exactly.
other.
You want everything, and that's what you gotta understand about the seafood biscuits and gravy. Sometimes this is a good helping of seafood inside of the gravy already.
So this is reminiscent of what you get if you come to the restaurant.
Exactly what you get if you go to a restaurant. This is our cheddar biscuits right here. We're gonna saute that in compound butter, which is a mixture of our butter. We got roasted red peppers. We got Cajun seasoning because it's my New Orleans specialty.
Right.
We got salt and pepper. We got thyme. We got garlic. You can make it at home with whatever ingredients you want to for your compound butter. This enough for you?
Now, are you kidding me?
That's that good compound butter again coming together.
You know what we say, Tim?
A fattest flavor.
That's it.
Yeah. And then while it's going down.
There's those hand crumbled biscuits.
Yes.
Handcrafted, we could say.
And you want that to cook inside that butter. And this is really gonna give it that deeper flavor than just a biscuit. It's gonna be like, oh man, this is like a savory, like soft, like, and it's gonna give it a little crisp to it too. So it's kind of like it got fried a little bit as well. So far we got this going right here. I got some garlic seasoning. All it is a mixture of garlic salt, garlic powder, onion powder.
Nice.
No salt at all. We got enough salt happening inside of that dish with our stock. But we don't want no salt on the biscuit. And that's where you want to like balance everything out. You can't salt and pepper everything and then put it all in the same dish. Now you don't know exactly how much seasoning you have until you taste it. Like now I can adjust while I go. Right here, we have our mason jar. We take our biscuits and you want to put it halfway down inside your mason jar. Real simple like this.
And I like this. You can see how it crisped up a little bit. All the biscuits down there where the compound butter was, and
you want to get all of that. You don't want to leave anything.
don't leave any of that. It soaked up all the flavor.
And it smells fantastic. Like really smells good. So we got that in there.
Perfect.
So we got our shrimp right here. Crab meat and crawfish all going inside first.
Perfect.
Just like this. Real simple and easy.
What a nice combo too.
And the one thing you don't want to forget is crab meat and this stuff ain't cheap. So that's the one thing you don't want to keep at the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
Go for our gravy right on top.
Oh, look at that. See, I think that's just the perfect consistency of gravy.
Yes.
I mean, it's not too thick.
You could almost just drink it right out of the jar.
We'll set my lobster tail right on top. And then I'm gonna take some of these bean sprouts. And these are local as well, man. Local farming man used to be in the army and started his own farming company, his own micro company. So these are local as well. Everything we do, we try to make sure that my money is being spent with people who I know really, really deserve it and need it.
Chef, that looks incredible.
How about
What
that?
a beautiful
Very unique.
presentation. Oh my God.
Well, that's the first dish down. We still have more secrets to share coming up, right?
Yes, yes.
What are we doing next?
Later on in life, they're going to talk about Louisville, Kentucky. And when they do, they're going to say they were the first person to ever do fried pastas. And that's what we're going to do next.
With a little Cajun kick, I'm
Yes.
sure. We've got a studio audience member who's going to take a taste of the unbelievable biscuits and gravy seafood style when we come back on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. I'm Kevin Harned. We've been cooking with the super chef himself, Darnell Ferguson. More from him in just a moment. But first, kind of a check here. We need to see how he did. We always bring up a studio audience member. I've got Mike Scribner here. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
All the way from Frankfurt.
Right.
I asked you in the commercial break, I said, have you ever seen the show before?
Right.
And you
yes.
said?
Yes, I watch it. It's my Sunday morning.
You probably never had anything like this before. No. It's a one of a kind. I want you to dive in, remove that lobster tail there, put it to the side, take a bite of that if you want. But I really am curious to hear what you think about the biscuits. You know, some care spent with the gravy, getting that just right. Lots of seafood in there.
So good.
That's a nice healthy bite there. See some of the seafood, the crab meat. Mike dove in. Little fried biscuits. I heard the
Oh, my.
Yeah? Worth another bite?
Well, if I have to.
I think that's an A+ right there for Darnell. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Mike, we appreciate you watching the show. We appreciate you being here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
You're going to have a chance. Take that back to your table there. Enjoy it. Watch your step off the stage. All of the audience members, by the way, Tim, always have a chance to take a taste because at the end of each show, we wind up
Everybody gets to sample what the chef is. Oh, that's it. That was a good catch.
If he had a third hand, the bottle of Corbel would be gone.
That's right. Well, anyway, Kevin, as promised, I've got a marvel of a cocktail. It's my incredible Green Hulk. But it starts out like this. I've got about 4 ounces on ice of Corbel Brut California champagne. To that, I'm going to add about a 1/4 ounce of orange liqueur. You know, it's like orange and champagne, like a mimosa.
Sure.
That goes together very well. Boom. So this is kind of like the David Banner right now. But before you make it mad. Now, when you make this cocktail mad, then comes the green. A little melon liqueur on there. Boom. That's the Incredible Hulk part. Little lime garnish. There it is, Kevin. Let's see how we did.
We're pretty muscled up like the Hulk anyway, aren't we?
Right. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Wow.
That's good.
That is really good.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it. Oh, just one more just to
This might turn us into the Hulk.
Maybe 3 more seconds. To do it.
Very nice. Tim,
Anyway.
well done. You're always coming up with creative stuff. This
Fun,
is
delicious.
the theme of today's show is all
It
about
is.
creativity. We're not finished with
No,
Darnell
we're not.
either. A lot more cooking to
In fact,
come. And
Darnell's going
secrets.
to
Come on
tell
up
us
here, Darnell.
a real good secret. Tell us about this dish. I mean, this is another creative genius from yourself.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I'm a huge pasta and rice fan.
Yeah, I
Two
hear
things
you.
I could
Oh, yeah.
go with
Right.
on a stranded island, give me some rice and some pasta, and I'm good to go. So if I was like, okay, we want to put new pastas on our menu, I was like, what do we do different than everybody else that just does pasta? And just kept thinking, and then before I knew it, I was like, let's fry it. So I tried to fry it 3 times. All bad. Okay, nothing went right. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept working on it, and then I found out the right way of breading the pasta to make the actual breading stick to the pasta. And that was the key for me. I'm gonna start off with the roux. I'm gonna go ahead and put some butter in there again. Just like this. And you know how you like your butter, so I'm gonna put a little heavy on there for you.
Right.
Right.
If I was you at home, I would make the sauce first, then go on to making your shrimp, then go. Your fried pasta only takes about 30 seconds to fry. But
Wow.
the cool thing about the fried pasta is how many people have ever overcooked pasta at home? If you overcook pasta, this is your go-to recipe from here on out.
Something you can do with your overcooked pasta, Kevin.
Just fry it.
Well, fry it up. This is fry it up. There goes the flour.
Then we got our flour in there, mixing it up. While our other 2 pans are heating up for us. Really easy right there.
He makes the gravy look easy, but everybody I know has
know.
trouble with it, you know? They clearly aren't using a wooden spoon.
That's I know. Now
You know what I mean? Like lumpy?
And I think being in Kentucky, I think a lot of the time is because of the horse tracks, like because of the Kentucky Derby, everyone cooks fast. You know, everyone moves fast. So therefore, you just want to take your time with this. Like, there's no rush. It's gonna when it's ready, you'll know it's done. And then I go to my whisk right now.
This is so fun. That's why you're so creative, Chef. I mean, it's all these unique things. It's different from any other restaurant out there, and just a lot of fun.
And then I'm gonna thin it out with my sriracha and with my sweet chili.
It's amazing how fast that'll go from thin to thick. If you're, I mean, just almost in seconds. You gotta keep watching it.
I'm gonna mix that in there right there. Add a little sriracha to it. Oh, come on, you can make it.
Thick and juicy.
Yeah.
That is good.
So I wanted to add my sriracha and I wanted to add my sweet chili before I thinned it out because I want to know how much sriracha, I know how much sweet chili I want inside the sauce.
Right.
I can always add a little milk to thin it out later. So just like that.
Oh.
And that's the color we want on it. But since it is a pasta, I do want the sauce to be a little thinner because it's going to thicken up in there. So I'm going to take this off. I got this one going hot for me, just like that. That's perfect.
That's smoking hot.
And then I'm going to get my shrimp. This time bring out the big boys.
Ooh.
Okay? So we got our Cajun shrimp right here. A lot bigger than the smaller one. So what I like to do is mix it up a little bit.
So in goes the Cajun.
Yep. And then, as you notice, these shrimp are bigger than these shrimp. So I'm gonna let these ones start first. As soon as I flip them over, then I'm gonna add the smaller shrimp.
The smaller ones. That's been marinating in the garlic.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Here goes the garlic shrimp.
Yep.
And garlic and pasta, that's a nice combination.
Yeah, they go
I always
hand in
think
hand.
about. You bet.
A little more butter in there, because you want to see that sizzle. You don't want to see
I want
the
to
dry.
see the sizzle. I hear the sizzle too.
Yeah.
You want to see it and hear it.
Yes.
And smell it. Oh my gosh.
So what I got right here is I got my zucchini and squash. While this is cooking,
All right, that's
go
going
ahead
in.
and put that right on in there. Saute. You know how to saute at home? You saute at home?
Yes, you bet.
The key to sauteing at home is when you want to do your flip, you should try to push things to the back of your pan and then go up.
Back then up.
Yes.
Give it a try, Tim.
You're right. It'll be all over.
Redoing this segment.
We'll be picking up zucchini for 3 days.
All right, so this is our finishing. This is going to finish off right here. Then we'll go ahead and do our fried pasta. If you do have overcooked pasta at home, it is perfectly fine to use for this. So go ahead. First of all, we sift it that way the air can get inside the flour. You don't want stiff flour. You want like fluffy flour for this. So, okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to have you do the second half of it for me.
All right.
We're going to toss it inside of our flour. Want to get all that flour off of there. That's why we use a sifter. We don't want to keep excess flour on here and clump it up. We really want to make it, we want to show technique. Even though I like my food to look really artistic, I like to do all these fun things with food. The basis of all my cooking stems from like basic training, like the things that made us great as chefs. Like I love escoffier. I love all those things. You just can't tell because my presentation is so erratic sometimes. You're like,
But that's a great idea because I think a lot of problem is, especially with fried foods, too much of the coating.
and this is that multitasking.
Oh my God.
Okay. So if we're going to dump it in our buttermilk right here.
Going right into the
And
buttermilk.
this is the key. The key to this part is you have to have the flour inside the basket before you start sifting it the second time.
Okay.
Because you do not want your pasta to get left inside of here. So I got my pasta in there. I'm going to have you sift it. I won't have you get your hands dirty.
Okay.
I'm going to have you sift it.
Now the pasta that's
Yes.
been in the buttermilk and Cajun seasoning, by the way, is in there, right?
Good. Put it in there. Toss it around. Put a little more flour on top of it. Like I told you, this sucks to do to order. But it's the only way to get it right. And the cool thing about this is a little bit of pasta goes a long way when it's fried. Wait till you see this. You're like, wow, is that the same amount of pasta we just did?
You're like, here's your piece of pasta.
All right.
Exactly. So if I'm going to take just a little bit more.
A little more flour in there.
We're going to keep flouring that pasta. When we come back, we're going to fry it. You're going to see it. We're coming back with more from Darnell Ferguson and Super Chefs on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs. In the commercial break, Darnell and Tim still with their hands a little on the messy side, getting the pasta all floured up. It's about time to fry it up. It's looking good.
We got our oil over there.
Now this is kind of a
that's
flash
fun.
fry, right?
Yeah, because it's only about 30 seconds.
Because I see the flash.
Oh,
we are flash frying.
that was a good one. You go in here.
The fascination with
You see that
superheroes.
right there? Superheroes was something we grew up in and loved, but it was also a way for us to make our food approachable. Because what people are having with social media nowadays, you see a picture of some artistic food and you think you gotta get dressed up. People say, do you need reservations for breakfast? I'm like, no. So we didn't want it to feel like it was an upscale restaurant. We wanted to make it feel like it's just a restaurant you go into that has that we created something that we used to do as a child, which is the superheroes.
Feel comfortable. Oh,
and just feel
nice.
really comfortable. As soon as your pasta comes out, you must season your pasta. As soon as it comes out, you can't wait. It's the first thing you have to do. So I just put a little salt, pepper, a little Cajun seasoning on it.
So the gravy first.
Well, sauce this time.
Or sauce.
Yeah, we're gonna call it sauce.
Sauce.
So right there we got our gravy. You got me calling it gravy.
That's an Italian thing. I don't know. It's sauce.
So therefore we got that. I'm gonna put my
Big old Cajun shrimp.
actually gonna take my Cajun shrimp off. Those are my babies. I want to make sure
no,
they get
look
to
at
the
those.
show. I don't want to hide them underneath the pasta.
No.
And my zucchini, my squash, my shrimp, all right inside of there.
That looks good.
I'll tell you what, that sauce would make anything taste good. You could maybe even put the Brussels sprouts in there. I'd eat them then.
Then we're gonna take our fried pasta.
Look at that.
That's fun.
That looks so beautiful.
Put our fried pasta right on top.
Oh.
We're gonna take our show shrimp, put them right there.
Wow.
Micros?
Little micros on top. Kentucky micros. Then right around with my New Orleans seasoning.
Your signature seasoning.
Yes.
The NOLA
Man.
seasoning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Chef, that looks
And there
just
it is.
incredible. Oh. Chef, tell us a little about when we can come see you, when your restaurant's open, and where you're located.
You can see right after the show. Actually.
All right, we'll be there. We'll all be there. Everybody's invited, all right?
No, but we do breakfast and lunch Tuesday through Sunday, 7 to 3, and breakfast ends at 3, and then we do dinner Wednesday through Saturday, 5 to 11.
Got it.
Wow.
Oh my
And we changed the
gosh.
whole theme, I told you. So we go from that just normal feel of superheroes and just come on in your basketball shorts, and then at nighttime we really go to the more of the swanky kind of feel, like, wow, like this is like if the Joker had a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is his restaurant, like this cool, you know, we got a lounge area with LED tables that light up. We got a really cool light scheme that really plays off the whole Gotham, you know, so we have a lot of fun, man. We make sure that everything represents who we are, because it's all you got is yourself.
That is way cool. I'll tell you what, you are super chef. I'm
Oh,
telling you,
thank you.
Darnell, that was great. I'm telling you.
Appreciate
Loved
you
everything.
being here.
How about that?
thank
The
you for
first
having
time
me.
we've
Loved
seen
it.
fried pasta.
That is true. That's
You're
the
gonna make it
first.
famous.
That is awesome. Fun time. We'll be down to see you. We hope you'll go see them too, Super Chefs. Tell them where you're located. It's just on
1702 Bardstown Road.
Yep, easy to find. It's right in the heart of Bardstown Road. We're going to see you next time on Secrets of Bluegrass Chefs from Tim Laird. I'm Kevin Harned. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Oh, I've got